We've got Cerina Vincent, our game Thanks But No Thanks, and our nightcap Blanc de Blancs tonight on It's Complicated.
You're listening to It's Complicated with your hosts Jennifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, coming to you live from the AfterBuzz TV studios in Los Angeles, California.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another episode of It's Complicated.
The struggle is real when you're dating in the city.
I am Jen.
And I am Lauren. And our nightcap tonight is our Sophia Blanc de Blancs. It's sparkling white wine. And we picked this tonight because it's sparkling like our guest, who sparkles and shines bright like a diamond in wine. And also because Thanksgiving is upon us, and we are thankful for these cute little cans of goodness because they're real easy to open. It's like you don't have to pop the champagne open and make a big old deal out of it. You just do that. Super easy. Comes with a straw. I'm pouring mine over ice because I like it cold, like my heart. And cheers to Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for, Jen? Because I'm thankful for going to the East Coast to visit my boyfriend's friends and family, and for the cold weather, and for stuffing, and for this.
So many things. I'm so glad you're very thankful. I'm thankful for this as well. I'm thankful for our show. I'm thankful for AfterBuzz TV and Great Love Media for having us on their platforms. And
oh, well, shit.
I know. I'm thankful.
Thank you for that
you.
Miss America response.
And I'm thankful for my future love interest, who is yet to be found.
Yes.
Yeah, cheers to you, love interest.
Yeah, we're on the cusp of finding that. I feel it. I feel it. And tonight we have actress, producer, and writer Cerina Vincent in the studio. We are so pumped. She's been in the studio before and on our show before, and now we're having her back for round 2. Cerina currently stars on the very popular Disney Channel series Stuck in the Middle. It is probably where most of you know her from. There's many other things too, but she joins a long list of television moms as the role of Susie Diaz, and she plays a mother of 7.
Just 7.
Yeah, no big deal.
I'm scared of 1.
The show is in its 3rd season. It's very popular. My boyfriend's daughter loves the show. I've seen it a million times with her. And the Disney Channel fans are referring to her as their new favorite TV mom. So cute. And up next for this busy little actress, she's got a role in the telefilm dramatic thriller The Killer Work Wife.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're going to ask her about all these things.
We are.
She is a native of Las Vegas, guys, and she began her career as a model and theater actor. Trey Serious. And after hanging up her crown as Miss Nevada Teen USA, she moved to Hollywood and has never looked back. Success came early for Vincent when she landed the role of Maya, the Yellow Power Ranger, on the worldwide television sensation Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. And she quickly went from...
She was the pink Power Ranger, I think.
Oh,
yes.
No.
Yellow. Just kidding. Oh, did you just say that?
Yeah, I said yellow.
Oh, I thought she was pink. I was so confused.
It's okay. Drink your drink.
I'm drinking my drink.
It's because you're all excited about this pink
Serena's getting
can
set up in here.
Yes, she is. And we're going to just keep talking about her like she's not here, guys, as she gets set up. So she went from superhero to the silver screen siren in her unforgettable comedic role in the Sony hit spoof, Not Another Teen Movie. You know, you've seen it.
Yes.
And then soon after, she was in the cult classic Cabin Fever, and she got a Saturn Award nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, she stars in Lionsgate's Everyone Wants to Be Italian, because she is Italian.
Well, and everyone does want to be Italian.
And everyone also wants to be Italian.
Yeah.
Like me, too. And Jen, you're sort of a wannabe Italian.
I'm not a wannabe. People just think I am because of my very tan skin that I buy.
Oh my God. And she also has been seen on other small screen comedic starring roles like Mike and Molly, 2.5 Men, Workaholics, Californication, and dramatic roles too, because she's not just a one-trick pony, guys. CSI, Bones, and more. I mean, she does it all. Really.
She sure does. And she also is a best-selling author, speaking of doing all.
Jeez Louise.
She co-wrote How to Eat Like a Hot Chick, How to Love Like a Hot Chick, and How to Live Like a Hot Chick, published by HarperCollins. and she's a recurring guest expert on the Today Show, which is my favorite show in all the world because I watch it every single day. So they're my best friends. That means Serena is too. And she offers women lifestyle advice and has worked as a blogger in the same genre for the HuffPost, guys. And she enjoys yoga, hiking, cooking, and her enormous Italian-American family, and is passionate about working with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
That's right, guys. We are
Just all of those amazing things.
We only feel like we don't have anything to live up to now because we've got like a writer and an actor and a producer, and it's like, whatever, Serena, make us look bad, but we're really happy to have you here.
It's like hashtag goals.
Drink your drink.
Well, I'm just going to ask you, can I open it? Thank you for having me. That was a very long, very kind introduction.
Well, we're just reading the truth. We're just reading the facts.
Yeah.
So
we report the truth
What
here.
are we drinking here?
We are drinking Blanc de Blancs by
It's
Sophia
a sparkling
Coppola.
white wine, and there's a straw there for you.
I'm very excited about the straw.
You should use it.
It makes
like
drinking so convenient,
Yeah.
as if it's not already convenient enough, especially for
It's like
us.
a funnel, a tiny funnel into your mouth.
I know. Okay, so we're getting you in the studio, and we're going to scare the shit out of you right away because we need to talk.
Okay.
Isn't that everyone's favorite thing to hear? We need to
we
talk.
need to
Doesn't it just give you instant anxiety?
Yeah, stomachache.
Well,
Also, I can't get the straw open.
I had a hard time too. You'll get there.
use your teeth.
Okay.
So our
I'm getting
listeners ask questions and we give answers every week. We pick our favorite fan question and then we give a no BS advice and we want you to chime in. And this week it comes from JMC in San Francisco and she asks, who should say I love you first, the man or the woman? Now, obviously this is situational, but in general, people have ideas about this.
Ding,
Jen,
ding, ding.
Jen?
We should have buzzers.
We should.
I say the guy should say it first. I'm gonna pause.
I agree. I want to say that, like, you should, my real answer is like, it shouldn't matter. You should just say what you're feeling in the moment. And like, but every single past situation, I've been a bit hypocritical if I said that because I've always waited for the guy to say it, even if I already felt it. And I'm not like Susie homemaker gender role, like I'm the subservient woman or whatever. It's not because of that, because I don't really feel that way about anything else. I just feel like my answer should be it doesn't matter, but what my experience is the guy should say it first.
Well, I am Susie homemaker on. Oh, bring my mic up. Hi.
There she is.
I am Susie homemaker on Stuck in the
That's
Middle.
right,
That's like
you are.
actually
You
my
are
role. My name is Susie.
Susie.
Susie Diaz, and I just stay at home with 7 kids. No, but I am a terrible romantic. And
terrible meaning
wonderful.
Like hopeless.
Like you love it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. You're not terrible at it. You love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
And so if I love something, I'm going to say that I love it.
Oh, okay. So, but you're not
If I love someone, I'm going to say that I love them.
No.
Even if they don't say it first.
I'm 100%.
And you've done
Okay.
that before?
Yes.
And was it scary? You just did it?
Yeah, I just
and
did
were
it.
they like, thank you?
Yeah.
No, because sometimes they don't say it back.
Also,
So
thank you is a weird response. Just putting it out there, guys.
I don't think I've ever said I love you to someone and then they didn't say it back.
that's-
So I'm pretty sure that they love me back before I say it.
Okay, but see, you felt it before you said it then.
I felt it before I said
That's
it. Yeah.
what I'm saying. So then even if, okay, fine. And
Yeah.
that's
well, who
fair.
says things before they feel it?
No. Oh, no, I'm saying it's not like all of a sudden she said, like, I'm falling in love with this guy in a day within that short period of time.
Oh.
It sounds like she was like, I'm feeling these feelings. I'm feeling these feelings. I think he feels the same.
Right. And so I wasn't too afraid. So what's her name that asked the question?
JMC.
JMC. I say, you say what you feel when you feel it.
I mean,
and
I
don't
think-
be worried about it. And then they say thank you.
Then what do you do though?
Then I don't know.
Like, do you keep? Okay, here's the next question. Then I'm going to pretend someone, the listener, asks this question. What do you do after though? Like, do you keep dating them, or do you like take yourself and go?
I think, okay, I think it just, I mean, everybody, all right, whether you say it out loud or whether you don't, if you're holding back because you know that person's not there, then it doesn't really matter if you say, I love you, and they say, okay, I'm not there yet.
Right, because they're still.
You already know that that's probably
Right.
the case if you're waiting for them to say it. And I think that as long as, if you're moving at different speeds, as long as you're communicating about it and why that is, I think it doesn't necessarily mean it's not going to make you feel a certain way, but I think that is better than saying I love you even though you might not be there, or not communicating as to why, hey, listen, it's not because I don't like where this is going, or it's not because I don't like you and I together. I'm just here for whatever reason I'm here for, and I'm moving at my own speed and whatever that is. As long as it's communicated, then I think you decide after that, like, well, that's not fast enough for me, or that bothers me, or whatever.
Right. And if they say thank you or don't respond, like that is a jumping off point for a further conversation.
Like, do you think
Yeah.
you could get there? Do you think you want love?
Yes. Do you want
you
to get
hate?
there?
Yeah.
Is your heart cold? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
What's wrong with you?
Do you have a pulse?
I find it interesting when I meet people that say that they've never been in love. Like at this point.
Really?
I
That's
actually
a red flag, honey.
I
Wait,
know
wait.
somebody that has said that, and it's a very
what I'm
good
saying.
human that I'm very surprised by that, because I'm like, you seem so normal. It's a friend of ours, actually.
That's what I mean. I find
And,
it interesting when
yeah.
I meet people that say that they've never been in love.
Oh, I think I might know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
because it's like, well, A, why are you
Really?
closed off, or are you like a sociopath? Do you not
Or-
know that you were in
I
love?
was
Do you not
gonna
allow
say-
yourself to like even
Yeah.
get close enough to
Do
someone?
not know that you're...
So many questions.
Well,
I mean, I might be. Are we? I think we're like around the same age. I feel like
yeah.
at this
yeah,
point.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, no, yeah.
At this point,
Yeah.
man or woman, if you haven't kind of loved someone,
Yeah, kind of.
That's
would even be
weird.
better than, yeah. Oh, no, I
It's-
think
it's
it's,
like-
indicative
Yeah.
of something.
Some
Yeah.
psychiatrists should
You-
come in and do some work.
Yeah, of you holding back for whatever reason. That you're resisting it because you for sure have been put in the position, I'm guessing, to have gone there or been open to going
Unless
there.
you're the 40-year-old virgin. Well, he probably loved people. He loved that woman,
yeah,
Catherine Keener,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he didn't do sex with her right away, but he loved her.
He did.
they
true.
got there eventually.
Well,
Yeah,
that's a
good.
good point. So we think that you should. The answer is, JMC, that you should just say what you're feeling. But
I don't agree. It's fine though.
I think it's the right answer. It's just not what I've done.
I mean, listen, in a perfect world, I would like to agree with Serena. And if it's worth for you, then great. I personally feel as though men have a bigger issue with it, generally speaking, if we took a survey. So I think it's more empowering for them to say it and then you to respond because they feel comfortable enough at that point to say it and they're already there versus you saying it and then feeling like
yeah,
they have
yeah,
to
but then-
respond.
but
then that's-
And there's like weird pressure and stuff.
But then that's monitoring our own feelings
Yes.
and like protecting and doing this like weird thing
Yes.
where we're protecting them and we're setting them up so they can feel great. And
It's a little bit-
and we take a step.
it's a
Well,
way
I
to
feel like they get
control
like
it.
a little bit of a handicap or something.
I know
with
it
that.
is a way to control it, and you're not wrong. But also, I see what you're saying. So, but that means then let's dive a little bit deeper. That means then you are on the game or train of thought that the woman usually gets there first.
Oh, 100%.
So then,
Oh yeah,
See, I don't. That's not. I don't know. I've had different. I get.
yeah.
that's true. Actually, I can't say that I now fully agree with that. I would
don't-
have said that many years ago.
I don't
probably, but-
totally think that is always the case, but if I had to go more on one side than the other, I would go more on the woman gets there first, even if it's, you know,
Well, we're I think
Yeah.
48% of or 51% of the time or whatever.
we're just like hard heart people.
You know,
like I
we're
feel
just-
like we're
we tend to be a little more emotional, than
right
men.
and terrible romantic.
Terrible romantic.
It's now.
different than a hopeless romantic.
Right.
Totally different, guys.
It's the group of people that says I love you first.
Yeah.
Which is not what you would think. Oh, God. Okay. Well, if you guys have any more questions about things like that, don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Complicated Show, where you can send us questions and comments, and we will answer them.
Yeah, tell us what you
this.
think about this whole thing. Weigh in.
Yeah. Why
And we're going to weigh in now on some celebrity baggage
Yeah.
and meet them in baggage claim.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the burden of beauty, Serena? Do you know what that is?
No.
Like the burden of being beautiful.
Yeah.
Because Amber Heard is a real big
She has a
problem with
cross to bear when she's born beautiful. So she was interviewed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Update me here.
Yeah, she was interviewed and she said,
it. In GQ Australia.
yeah, because she was woman of the year.
Although, can we just say something about that? Wasn't she just in trouble with Australia?
Yeah,
for
with the
bringing
whole
her
bringing
fucking
dogs
and shit?
But I think they paid the fine and they did that very odd sociopathic
PSA,
video
yeah.
where they talked about like the beautiful creatures and the beautiful flora
Plants.
and fauna. And it was like they were little robots from like, it's a small world.
Weirdest thing.
And
I've
they
ever heard.
came from Australia.
Now Australia thinks she's the woman of the year. So.
Right. So whatever that, who knows what
And it's
that's
a
about.
burden being so beautiful.
Yes. Okay. So she
Gotcha.
says it's a burden being beautiful because you are always watched and your life is not your own and you can't just like cross the street and like you can't just like smile because people are watching all the
Are
time.
you serious?
Yeah. Burden. terrible. But she does also go into saying that she is very fortunate, so she can't really say it's all that bad.
Yeah.
But fame does come with this, you know.
Okay, fame.
It wasn't-
Fame comes with
Yes.
that, but to say that beauty comes with that, I'm sorry, I think it's obnoxious. I've known girls like this that think that they're too pretty to have girlfriends because they think that girls are jealous of them, and it's like, no, sweetheart, there's a lot of beautiful girls that have a lot of great girlfriends.
I never got that. I think it's just an emotional immaturity.
Yeah.
Like, girls
she's also
can-
super esoteric.
Girl-
Like the
so
way she
annoying.
describes things, it's just so like, it's like she's not even speaking words. She's like,
Everything needs to sound way too flowery. It's like, just say what you want to say. And she does comment more about the fame aspect of the burden, but it is underlying, like, also about, and I go show up to work in these super tight ass outfits, and like, obviously that's my job to look this way. So like, she is recognizing that, and obviously she gets recognized for it, so she'd be an idiot to like not bring it up, I guess. But it's just, I think it's just the way she talks about it in
it's
this
that
article.
weird.
Like, very much like the PSA about the dogs.
I can't. But okay, so now you talk about hot chicks and you write about hot chicks and living life as a hot chick. Do you think though that there's a burden for being a hot chick?
Okay, but no. So we redefined my friend
Do tell.
Jody Lipper and I,
Oh.
who I co-wrote the book series with. We redefined the term hot chick. So our definition of hot chick isn't looking like a hot chick, isn't looking physically beautiful. It's about an inner confidence. It's about not being competitive with other women, not taking yourself so seriously. It's about an inner beauty. So when we wrote those books, we wrote it like we redefined that word.
Right.
Phew.
Because it's not about being perfect
And
physically.
it's like, and I think that gets,
or any certain size or shape.
yeah.
You know.
And
Yes.
the idea of a hot chick is whatever that means to you, is what you're saying. So however you feel most hot. And
However you feel most hot,
yeah,
right.
and that's doing these things to be more authentically you, because we all know when we're like really comfortable, whatever that means, and some days that looks different than others.
Yeah,
That's
I'd like
when
to
we feel
know.
the best.
How do you feel most hot?
I don't know that there's
It changes.
one thing. Yeah, I think it just depends on how I'm feeling. I guess like sometimes it's when I feel like really strong, or like I've done like a really good workout and I feel it sounds so dumb to say, but it's like I feel like my muscles are strong and it makes me feel like, oh, like lighter, and then that makes me feel good. Like I have energy, right? Like that could be sometimes, or sometimes like it could be as stupid as like my fucking hair looks stupid today, and so I feel ugh. Or sometimes like, oh my god, wow, wait, my hair
hair is
just got-
awesome.
My hair just got done today.
Like I
So,
look like a Pantene
so
commercial.
wait, how
Tell
did
me
that
more.
happen? I don't know how that happened. It must have been the curling iron or something.
I feel
but-
super hot amongst my Christmas attire.
Oh,
Yes, anything red and green really makes me feel.
she does like red and green.
Hence the green.
You look great in green.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also
And-
red.
And
So
also you look
the
great in red. I'm
Christmas,
just
the
a dash.
Christmas season is upon us, and I feel like I
She's-
can leave the house.
And guess what? She's Jewish, so that's
Oh, right, there's that too.
That's even better.
you feel like
I
you-
also love Christmas and red.
See?
Yeah, wearing red.
Yeah, because I feel like it's kind of like,
I actually had a red shirt on, and then I
What?
took it off
well, we could have
because
been
I
so
felt like I
festive.
needed to just sort of not wear a red and it was red and green actually, flowers.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, don't question your red and green love.
don't
I
question
know.
your red.
I
And
thought
do
it
you
was gonna.
Do you feel like you look good in blue?
I mean, I do, but I don't love it.
Yeah, but you should. There was a really cute Hanukkah dress at Target, like with menorahs all over it, and it was like crushed velvet and like ugly
Oh.
but cute.
You had me at velvet.
And
Yeah.
I
Forget
really
about
feel like
Hanukkah.
you need it.
Okay,
They
fine.
also
Velvet
have
is the back end.
They also
love
have
velvet.
velvet. I mean, I think these things are meant to be ugly, but like funny. It's almost like they took the ugly sweater like to another fucking level.
And they did an ugly dress.
And they did. Oh, they did
that-
ugly dresses. They did fucking overalls, yo.
Oh wow!
I want them immediately.
Black velvet overalls with the patterns all
No way.
down-
At Target?
At Target, and they're like wide leg, like.
I
Okay.
spend too much money at Target, so I try not to go.
No, I
Wait,
go to
did you know-
Target.
Because I will end up with the wide-legged overalls, and
You-
I'm like, where am I wearing these?
Well, if you order from Target, they bring you things 2 days later, and it's like free shipping. I just ordered like a lot of shoes from Target. I needed rain boots. I needed.
You did need rain
Really?
boots.
I needed them
'cause we're
for
in
the
LA.
day
It's
it
gonna be
rains.
90 degrees on Thanksgiving here.
That is just criminal, and I think the weather needs to really consider changing.
Well, you're from Vegas, so you're like, this is the same weather that you're like.
It doesn't ever rain in Vegas,
No.
but until it floods, and then people die, and then
Yeah.
or water ski.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, and then the sun's out like electric the next minute.
Yeah, no,
very
I can't.
manic.
It's weird. Yeah, it is. It's crazy weather.
Yeah.
So I love Portland and Seattle.
Oh, I'm going
think it's,
to
like, romantic.
I'm going to
Yeah.
Massachusetts for Thanksgiving, and it's
Oh.
going to be like 30 degrees
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving, and I'm
Fun.
like, yes.
Yeah, it's gonna feel like the holidays.
It is, but you can't complain that it's cold because you're like eating this up. You're like into the cold, so you can't be like it's too cold.
I won't complain. I'll be totally happy about it. You know
stand
me.
outside, just
You're good.
Snow.
You're like, you are not allowed to go indoors
you're
the entire
banished.
trip.
You must stand
Sleep
in
out.
the weather.
I
You know,
will.
he said that not to let the cord be wrapped around my neck and choke me, and I feel like potentially.
Do
I'm
you?
doing
we
the
don't
cord
want
wrong.
the cord to choke you.
Unless you like that kind of thing, Serena.
You might.
We might be getting into that on
Okay.
this show,
Right.
or we might not. But
So-
before we get into inappropriate things, we are going to talk about. Well, first of all, to wrap that up, you think the burden of beauty is just bullshit.
I
which
think it's
do
bullshit.
Too. I do too. I think it's an
I think-
insecure thing to say.
Yeah, how old is she?
31.
Stupid.
Okay. Yeah.
She's age stupid.
Yeah. No, you can't. You
Someone
also,
should punt
nothing
her
lasts
somewhere
forever,
else.
right? Like.
Exactly.
I just
Yeah.
don't think you should be putting in
I
print
just
how
think
beautiful you think
it sounds
you are. You
like
know?
it sounds like an insecure cover up, like especially followed by like I'm not friends with a lot of girls because they're petty. It's like
No, you're
Oh,
the
did she
petty
say
one.
that
you
in there
asshole.
too?
no,
Sorry.
but I feel like it's
That's
the same
thing. It's the same
yeah.
thing. It's the same
So,
thing.
Ah.
But in light of all this heavy sexual badness happening in Hollywood, now here we go. We're getting all rustled up with Russell Simmons and this new thing with, first of all, you're in the industry, you're a beautiful woman. Who knows what we've all been exposed to or what we've, I have plenty of girlfriends who have stories to tell. But this one is a little interesting to me.
Yeah, this one seems.
This one seems like I don't want to negate anybody feeling uncomfortable, and clearly this woman felt uncomfortable if all she's alleging is true. But she also, I liken it to like, don't walk down a fucking dark alley with diamonds all over yourself and cold hard cash in your hands, because like it's a fucking stupid move. You're gonna get mugged. Do you deserve to get mugged? Absolutely not.
But you're putting yourself in a bad position.
Putting yourself in a bad position. Don't go to a hotel room with two guys that you don't know. I don't care if it's Brett Ratner and Russell Simmons. You don't know these dudes. Then something happens that makes you uncomfortable, and then you give Brett Ratner your phone number, and then he comes to your house or apartment on another occasion and does something that makes you uncomfortable again. I'm sorry.
To back things up just very briefly, in case you haven't heard the story. So the allegations are that this girl was brought by Russell and Brett to Russell's hotel room, and he was like having her do some things, and he's like, wait a second, Brett's gonna like hold you down, and like was part of the whole thing, and like he was like, wait till Brett is here. Like Brett was watching as this was happening, so it was like a show for Brett, and Brett was his protege at the time. This was a long time ago, and this girl was like, I'm not gonna do sex, but I will do oral. And then like she went and took a shower, and then supposedly Russell Simmons like went in there and did sex to her. I don't know how else to say it, but that's what this woman is saying. And the weird part is Russell's like, well, no, because she was there all weekend and she wasn't saying no any of the time, and like it was like a whole weekend. And then she proceeded to give her number to Brett Ratner after the fact and was like upset about what happened with Russell, but then it gave her number to him, and then he came over to her house. So like, why did you give your number to him? Why did this keep going on for
completely
a whole
agree with
weekend?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't you think at
You
some
don't.
point
You make a decision in this business. I made a decision a long time ago. You don't go to someone's hotel room.
No.
You just don't. I'm sorry. If you want to have a talk, I'll meet you in the lobby or whatever.
Right.
You have to like, because of course that's what's going to happen. And if she was hanging out all weekend and having other fun and
Yeah.
I'll do this but I won't do that, like come on.
right at some point, like you were a participant versus it happened to you.
It
Like,
happened-
I don't
right, it happened to
feel
you, yeah.
as though this person in particular was a victim from even her description. It's not like she was saying, and this happened to me and I ran away crying and I never looked back. Like I know Ashley Judd said, her story was like, I said no and I left.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that.
Right.
But like this person sounds like she engaged in the whole
Yeah.
thing, and she's talking about it now to join in on the conversation, but it's like, if too many people join this conversation and now they're like watering down the actual importance of being a victim in this scenario, then it's going to ruin the whole campaign, the Me Too campaign for everybody.
It is.
People are going to lose their voice because it's going to be like, all right, another one.
I do have to say, I am elated every time something comes out. Like, I'm tired of like the old. I was just at a dinner party last night and we were talking about, like, it makes me really happy when, you know, these old dirty men are being outed.
Yeah.
Like,
even all these years later, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
the truth
matter.
does come out.
It does. Yeah. The truth, it all comes out in the wash, as my mom would say.
Yeah.
It's true. And I do think that it's important to obviously, you know, bring light to the situations that are, you know, where someone was assaulted. And it's not to say this woman wasn't. I just think also you learn as a woman.
That's a different story.
Yeah.
That's not a Me Too story. That's a different story.
That's like I'm sending mixed signals because I'm confused and young and I don't really, you know, this
I kind of want to hang out with them, but that's a very different story.
You gotta know too. Like also, you can't put yourself in compromising positions. Not that it's okay if you get taken advantage of eventually, but you can't do. If these were strangers, like this girl would just be like, "Well, I think I made a bad choice." Like,
right, but
now
because
it's
they're
like,
celebrities,
right? Yeah, and
it's
also,
something to
guess
talk
what?
about.
She wouldn't have fucking done this if they were strangers. Just like I still say this, and even if he's a sexual deviant and has obviously done things that have crossed the line, but if what's his name? Harvey Weinstein looked differently, it would be a different story, I think. I'm just saying.
Like if he was Brad Pitt.
I'm saying if he looked like Brad Pitt,
maybe,
and he came on to a woman, I think the chances of them going, no, I don't want to do this is less. And I think that if there was a woman that just still didn't want to do something with a Brad Pitt lookalike, and this person still forced themselves on that person because they have a problem, that's a different story. I'm just saying the likelihood of someone turning down Brad Pitt is not very good.
No, I actually wonder now if there's going to be like some psychologist that comes out and is like, there is some connection between what it takes to be famous and powerful and why these people have this issue or why they think it's okay or why they have an addiction or why maybe it's just like, well, they're like, well, I'm untouchable. I can do whatever I want. I want to know, like, is there a correlation? Because what is
there
it?
has to be. Also, a lot of people say CEOs have a lot of sociopathic tendencies.
It's lonely at the top.
It's the same kind of like world, but
it's not narcissism, arrogance. It's absolutely the same kind of world. And going off of what you were saying, I also feel like, and circling back to the love conversation, like what happened to the man? Like where are all the romantic men? Like that's how you're gonna approach the girls? Like you just think that you're untouchable, and
when you're in a position of power and people massage that all day long, like, and you're enabled to do whatever the fuck you want, then it's not a fucking shock. And
I think they lose touch with reality too.
They do. There's probably plenty of women who have just engaged in it because they wanted to, and now feel like they can't say anything because they didn't say no because they're like, if I fuck Harvey Weinstein, what's gonna happen? And now they're like, oh shit, I should have said no because now I could have been part of this. Like,
had they had the foresight to know that there would be a hashtag
there are plenty
involved.
of women in this town and in general who will do that because they don't care, and that's fine. If they don't care at the time, they don't fucking care. It's like the fucking UCLA basketball players that went to China and stole something because they know they can do whatever the hell they want.
Except in China.
That's
what you learn.
They have coaches that are probably or potentially and maybe not going, you don't have to take that test, it's fine, let me talk to your teacher. So of course then, and everyone at the school treats them like gods, and then they go to China and they're like, I can take this Louis Vuitton because somebody will help me. It's just, I'm saying there's a lot of things that go into it. There's a lot of enabling and a lot of massaging and a lot of like weird power trips that are happening. It's never okay to do the things that have ultimately been done, but there's a lot behind it, I think, you know?
Yeah.
And the Russell Simmons chick, this one seems a little different to me than all of the others.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Like I said, I think it's a completely different story.
Yeah.
That's saying like, oh, I hung out with them one night, and I, like you said, I agreed to do half of these things, and
I negotiated the terms. If you're in the negotiation process, you actually have a say. So like you are being heard. You're not a victim because.
But I agree. If this keeps happening, then it's going to water down what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what's happening is good.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
Do you have a prediction for who is being outed next?
No. I mean, there's so many things I want to say, and there's so many people I want to out personally. Like, I've had my own experiences. And I feel like
even though you've like if you want to talk to me, meet me in the lobby. Like you still are around it to see it, or it's
or because they're persistent and
Yep.
you know
Yeah.
knock on your hotel room door all night and blow up your phone, whatever it is.
whatever it is, you still yeah.
The most interesting thing is, without naming names, the middleman. They'll have a middleman that will set you up. That'll come in to try to set you up with the person that's interested. That's interesting to me. There's like so much thought, like so much time and energy goes into this.
A girlfriend of mine recently brought up like, well, you know how many agents will do this? Like,
100%.
will you meet with so and so on this night, and all these people knew Harvey Weinstein was doing this, and they still did it. It's like you're an accomplice to the crime.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I have a feeling the accomplices will all be outed in books and things and tell-alls, and that's coming next. They're just not as important because really, you cling to that. And during this conversation, hold on to something because it's crazy town. I feel it's like a little bit like the Salem witch trials, and I'm okay with it. Not that I think, first of all, I don't think those people were witches in the Salem witch trials, but I do think that these men must go down. And I think it's interesting that it's happening in politics. It's happening to everyone, everywhere, in a very public forum. And I do think that people on like a less public forum are probably shaking their boots because they're like, oh shit, well, no, I'm not going to get away with it. If those people are not getting away with it.
Yeah. I mean, how many men are like, oh my God, please no.
Yeah.
Don't let it
Please
be me
forget
next.
that time I did that thing.
Because you know that everybody's already, like the Washington deadline, everybody's just collecting information on people right now, and then they're just going to like drop one a day.
Strategically.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear this news than like, we're going to war, we did this thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Did you see on CNN the other night, they were talking about Trump and
Shocker.
well, right. But and they went through the 10 women that have come out against him.
Thank God,
And-
because I've been wondering. I'm like, remember that time he grabbed the woman?
Well, so they went through it. I think Don Lemon was hosting it anyway, and they went through, and some of these women were like, he just like grabbed me and like kissed me, just like grabbed me and like turned me around and like put his mouth on mine, and or he put his hand up my skirt, and he denied, and then at the very end of the piece, they just replayed what he said last year with Billy Bush.
Yeah, because
Which
remember
is,
that time that guy
I
said
just
that?
can't control myself, and I just grab them and kiss them,
And they're fine with
and they're
that or
fine with
whatever,
it because I'm a celebrity. They'll let you do anything,
Uh,
and then I'll just. Those were his words.
Right, which is weird that we allowed him to still become president after knowing that.
It's sick.
And then
it's sick.
we're doing this public like stoning of these other men.
Well, I feel
and he's
like
no different.
I feel like the stoning. I feel like people are so upset and they don't know what to do about that.
Yeah,
about
it's too
Trump.
big.
So they're gonna do this.
Oh,
Right.
Good call.
And so
it
and
takes
that's okay.
impeachment to deal with Trump.
We're just gonna purge all of the bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I
too,
think
amen.
that's actually a really good, insightful way to think about it. It's probably exactly like this is a little more
Tangible.
obtainable. Yeah, like that's too much.
I mean, if we need to dismantle all of this crazy, then it needs to just come down everywhere,
It's
right?
like the House of Cards.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Speaking of,
Yeah.
Oh,
Kevin
and
Spacey.
Yeah. Yeah.
well done.
Thank you. I'm here
mean-
for another 20 minutes.
Unfortunately, I feel like he is done, though.
Oh, yeah. And I'm okay with it because also you can't, listen, we talked to Josh Wolf last week about Louis C.K. and it's like, are people going to still go see him knowing what they know now? And I'm
Yeah.
like, for me, when I don't like someone's character, it's really hard for me to watch them.
Me too. Yeah.
Like I just cannot. So
And I don't want to support them. Like I
No.
don't want. To, I
which
don't
is
want
why
That's normal.
businesses, I think, are canceling their contracts with these people. They'd rather take the hit and breach contract because they know it's less than going into production, going through all that finance.
For sure.
To then have to support it with so much crisis management on the
Well,
publicity
no,
side.
I guarantee you all of them already know this shit anyway. It's just now they don't want to look bad for supporting it. So they're
Right.
like, fuck. It's not like they're like, oh my God, we heard about this and it's
Surprise. No,
horrible.
we've all known about a lot of
I mean,
this stuff.
I heard about the
working.
Louis C.K. thing. Didn't you guys hear about that like before this all?
No.
I heard.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like heard about. I don't know why I heard
Do you
that
get
he
like a
was-
newsletter we don't
I
get or
do. I
something?
must. I don't know. I
It's
just
the
heard that
Disney
he was
Channel
kind of
newsletter.
perverted.
Right. Speaking of which.
Right.
So, how do you feel working on a show for Disney Channel that probably is very drama free, and I would like to assume you're far from any of this.
Yeah.
Well, it's not drama free. It's just different kind of drama.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, normal
Yeah.
family drama.
Yeah, normal family drama.
7 kids and stuff.
So, no, working on the Disney show is great. It's like a really rewarding job. I would go to work with these 7 kids every day, and they're awesome. They're so talented and sweet, and I love them. Like, I love them.
They probably
They're
love you.
better than like, you're not, I don't have to work. And the guy, Joe Nieves, who plays my husband, who plays Tom, he's awesome. So there isn't the going on to set, like worried who's going to knock on my dressing room door to
there's
try to
7
come in.
kids.
Yeah. They're like, hey, can we do yoga in your room with you? And, so there's none of that, which is really interesting. It's probably the first job, actually, speaking of outing someone.
Ooh.
Do tell.
I don't know. It's the first job where that none of that energy is there. Probably the first job in my career where none of that energy is there.
Well, we did just cite all of your things you did.
Yeah, no,
so.
okay, not my, not the first job, but one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're in the 3rd season is starting.
Oh yeah, and
right
it's wonderful. We're in season 3, and there's a Christmas
Yes.
episode.
I mean, that is the gift that keeps on giving, is it
right?
not?
There's
So
a Christmas
obsessed.
1-hour special that comes out.
When
on,
is that?
December 9th.
Okay.
And December 8th. Sorry,
Is
December
that
8th.
kicking off the 3rd season, or you're in the 3rd season and it's in the
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
I believe it's kicking off the 3rd
Yeah,
season, but
okay.
they might like do the hour movie and then like wait a minute before they release the episodes. I don't know.
Right.
We don't really know.
Right.
But it's great. It's like the best. It's the best job. It's I get to do a lot of fun comedy, like
Yeah.
quirky fun comedy that like I can do, but I never had like the stage, for lack of a better word.
yeah.
To do it, and the writers are great. It's really fun.
Do you feel like they write for you? Like, has it changed as it? Because sometimes they say that you kind of become the character and the writers start kind of writing for you, or do they let you play a lot? How does it?
I do feel like they had a very specific idea of who Susie was. But I do feel like they are now, like,
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
and Susie becoming one?
we are, yeah. But you know something, when I got this audition, I was like, oh, this is mine. Like,
You felt
I've
it?
always wanted 7 kids.
So-
and like, this is totally the way that's going to happen, but it's just going to be in a different
It's going to be in a different way. So
Way.
if you
It's
had
like if a psychic told you one day you'd have 7 kids, but it was really on a TV
It was
show.
like
She
a
just
TV
left
show.
out that
Yeah, she
one.
just
like,
look at me.
oh,
And I have
that's-
been to plenty of psychics.
that's
so.
what she meant.
I
Also,
feel like I could tell.
Yeah.
We have to.
Okay, good. Yeah.
if you had to sit down with Susie in a room and you felt like you were in love with her, would you tell her first?
Yes, absolutely. I feel like Susie's the kind of woman that would tell someone
She
loves
wouldn't
them
say. She
first.
wouldn't say thank you back. She would tell you. She would
Like, me
reciprocate.
too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
a blast.
Okay.
It's a blast.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Also, you are in a new movie that actually just came out, Broken Memories. So how did that project come about? What does it mean to you? Is there like a special place in your heart?
Well, I had
Yes.
worked with this director before, Michael Worth, on a few different things actually, and he was doing this movie, and he was like, "There's a small part, and it's a movie about Alzheimer's." And Ron Howard's father, was playing the lead, and at that time, I just had an uncle who had Alzheimer's pass away.
Wow.
And I have a really big family. We have a really close family. And, my aunt, just knowing all the details and like how hard it is to be a caretaker, it's so sad. So like I've witnessed this disease through a few different people in my life. And so when I read the script, it was really beautiful. And I just wanted to be a part of it in any way. And so I played Rance Howard's daughter. And Ivan Sergey, do you know?
Mhm, I love him.
He
was on Jack and Jill, right?
yeah,
I love that show.
he is the lead, and he plays. We play brother and sister.
Okay.
So also the part about it that was fun for me was to explore that sibling relationship. I've never done anything where I had a sibling. Like the brother sister relationship was fun to explore, and my character is the kind of person that runs away from conflict. I'm very much I feel like a caretaker, and I am. Like, if there's something wrong with someone in my family, like, I am the person that takes them in and takes care of them. So it was interesting to play the opposite of that and like really dig into that. It's touching. It's a beautiful story. I feel like anybody that's been touched with that disease will really, really, I don't want to say enjoy it, but they'll find
So they can
healing,
relate and
peace,
And so that already aired. Is there a place
It's on
everyone can still-
iTunes
but it's on
and
iTunes.
video
Okay.
on demand.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So everyone can look that up. It's
Broken
called
Memories.
Broken Memories, guys. Yeah.
Now, if you had a shot for every bad decision you made,
A shot like
of alcohol.
Okay.
Like-
Like take the shot.
Yeah, but like not a sip, but like a shot.
Gotcha.
Would you be sober, tipsy, or wasted?
Wait, what was the,
If you added
I got stuck on the shot. What was the question?
If you added all the shots for every bad decision you've made ever, would you be sober, tipsy, or just wasted?
I'd be tipsy.
What? Serena, I'd be
it's
dead.
This goes along with her like hashtag goals. She's doing all the things, writing and movies.
I mean,
Wait,
author.
no, wait. All the bad decisions that I've made
In your life.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'd be wasted.
Okay, now finally we have
Listen, though,
something in
that's
common.
bad decisions. It's not like to us to say you're like hooking and doing black tar heroin.
But if you did, that would
if you did,
also fall under that. So
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I'm thinking like, especially the first things that come to mind for me is like, why the hell did I date that guy?
that's
Yeah.
several shots.
Oh, okay. If we can like more shots for some of the worst decisions, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
they're
there's
heavily
like bigger
weighted.
shots
Yeah.
for like really bad decisions.
Right.
Like I think I've made like a few like really bad
Right,
decisions,
right.
instead of like a lot of like
Little ones.
little bad
Yeah.
decisions.
Okay, so yeah, maybe that would have been like, yeah, you might have blacked out that night.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
just go ahead and say that I blacked out.
Okay, that's
That's
fine.
fine, yeah.
Well, now we relate in that area, so
Yeah,
perfect.
I just wanted to get a gauge.
That's
on
the
your-
right answer.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
now we have something in
Okay.
common, so it's great. Okay, so now we're gonna play our game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is sort of along those lines.
Yeah.
It's called Thanks,
Thanks,
but
no
thanks.
thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks.
But
Yeah.
no thanks.
Okay, so Thanksgiving is a few days away, and we're thinking about everything we're thankful for this year. And hi, stuffing. Anybody?
Right. Well, P.S. What are you thankful for? Just
I'm family.
okay, great.
Great.
Love it.
Yeah.
You're a big Italian family. But we also know we're thankful for the things that are in our life, but we also learn from our past, and we don't want to repeat ourselves, and like we don't want to, let
Continue
things in.
taking shots for things we've already done before.
Exactly. And the things that we find annoying, like we need to let go. So since you are a resident hot chick and you have the relationship experience to back it up, we're gonna throw some relationship and life and like celebrity news and gossip at you, and you're gonna say thanks if it's a good thing, or
Like when someone says, I love you.
yeah.
Okay.
Or no thanks if it's gotta go. In
Okay.
a game that we like to call thanks, but no thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks. So I say thanks. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Being jealous of other people's social media posts.
No thanks.
Yeah. The Kardashians' simultaneous pregnancies.
Do you want
Am I
more
supposed to-
Kardashians or
am
less?
I supposed to be happy for
Whatever
them?
you want.
For
No,
their
you are not supposed
You're
to be
supposed
anything.
to say what you want. That's the advice you gave at the top
Like
of the
if
show.
you want to tell someone I love you, you say I don't want
you-
more Kardashians on the
yeah.
planet.
Thanks. They can have babies. That's fine.
Oh, she listen to how she
Alright.
said that, guys. Did you hear?
I think there was some no thanks in that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. How about doing a juice cleanse? And do those even work?
No thanks.
Yeah, no thanks. How about rosé colored items? Like everything's rosé.
Thank you.
I know.
Thanks.
kinda like
Starbucks
Yes,
has
please.
rose colored coffee cups.
They do?
Yes, they
No
do.
way,
Some of
really?
them have a glitter on them, and some of them have
Rose
sequins.
plus glitter. Yes.
Oh, you're
thanks.
into that.
Yeah.
and some diamonds on the side. Why not?
Look what we're drinking.
Telling you what I
kids.
want.
Yeah.
What about dating men who are busy and career focused?
No thanks.
Yeah, I think it's an excuse.
Yeah.
I think it sounds good, but then when you
We're
really...
busy and career focused too.
Right.
This is what I believe, that you can have it all. I say
think
this
so,
all
too.
the time, and I tell all my TV kids, you can have it all. You can have it all. You can have a great relationship. You can have a lot of fun. You can see the world. You can have a career.
Agree.
You can have it all.
Yeah,
You can
it's
have a family.
just called
If we don't
multitasking.
believe that, then
that's-
we have to choose, and I don't want to have to choose.
Yeah.
No, and you know what they say about women? We're better at multitasking, which is why we can have kids and still do all the other things.
Yeah.
True. True.
Like men are just like,
They get.
I did have a
cold.
meltdown today though at Trader Joe's. I was like, shit. I was like buying all the turkeys and all the stuff, and I was, I gotta get there and here, and I'm not dressed, and yeah.
Oh my
speaking
God,
of-
Shannon, I love it at Trader Joe's.
of course.
I mean, it was an
the
internal.
lines are long.
It was an internal meltdown at Trader Joe's. Like came out later in the car.
That's okay. I had an anxiety attack in a Target parking lot one time.
Oh, I had one of those in IKEA.
Well, that's a place to have
Why
it.
the big box stores or
It's
like
too
grocery
much.
stores?
Because there's too many
much
people, and you're like,
stuff.
why did I even come here? I have a computer I can order online.
And then
Yeah.
it all
Which is
just-
why now.
it all just
Yeah.
hits you. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay,
What
sorry.
about quoting Eckhart Tolle or Tolle or however
Tolle.
you say it?
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
into it.
Okay.
He's just very boring, but I love him and what he has to
His
say.
book really helped me through a divorce.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
One of them.
Which one?
Time is now. Wait. Now. Power is now.
Power of now.
Time
Yeah.
is now. Buddha quote. Different.
Anyway, it works, I guess. So thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, what about posting pictures of your brunch, specifically avocado toast?
No thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, but like, don't fucking.
I eat it like every day, and I've never
Yeah.
taken a picture of it.
Right,
Yeah.
because if you did post it every day, like that would just be
It
weird.
would be weird. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
do not eat other things.
No.
And also, why? Like,
But
if-
why do people have to see it?
Yeah.
Looks like green
Yeah.
on toast.
Yeah.
Unless it has magic on it, then fine.
All right, and maybe to round it out, coming out regarding sexual misconduct, even if you've accepted money to be quiet.
Read that one more time.
Coming out regarding sexual misconduct, even if you've accepted money to remain quiet. Rose McGowan.
Yeah. No, thanks.
So you think she should still?
Does she have to give back the money though?
I think that she should. I think that I just. No, she doesn't have to get back the money.
No, she does not.
I honestly, I'm like all about you still have a voice to come out.
Yeah.
But I also think, and I don't know if this happened or not, so I can't say. I think if you're going to come out and say this happened to me, I think you should also just be totally forthright about every detail. Like, I also accepted money from him because I didn't know what to do and I needed money.
Yes, that-
or
agreed,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't know if she did that or not, but I do think it's a little fishy.
Yeah, but I still think that in this moment we can't. I don't want to shut anyone up.
No, I
Just
don't
let
think
it
you should
all
shut
come
anyone
out.
up.
Except for the girl that went to the hotel. Like, no.
Yeah, Russell Simmons girl, you gotta go.
Yeah, and really quick,
You're
before
ruining it for everybody.
Really quick before we wrap up, we mentioned that you're like our relationship. You have a relationship experience to back it up. So you went through a divorce.
I did.
You got yourself through it.
I did.
What do you have advice for people who are going through a hard time like that? Because that's a big deal.
Read Eckhart Tolle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, go with your gut. Like go. We know.
Don't make excuses.
Yeah,
Don't
like
paint
I
red
knew
flags
for a
white.
really long time, and like I did all like I was like stuck in this limbo of like trying to make it work because I was just in this stupid dance with this person, and
It felt forced. Did it feel like fitting a square peg into a round hole?
no, it just was not right.
Yeah.
There were so many reasons why it was not
But
right.
why do you think you made excuses though?
Was it
What
because
was
you
it
already
for
loved
you?
the
Just
person?
like life. First of all, no one had ever proposed to me before, right? Like no one had ever proposed to me before. So you see all these proposals, in, in movies.
Think
and,
like I'm supposed to say yes.
yeah, you just think you're supposed to. And I didn't say yes. The first
Did you
time.
say thank you?
I said thank you.
No, you did not.
My initial gut reaction was, "Whoa, oh, okay." I didn't know, like, I didn't see that coming, and so like I wanted to like talk about it and like make sure that we were on the right page. That was just like the beginning, but there
Yeah.
was so many reasons why this person was not like we were not meant to be,
Right.
and it's a whole other show.
Yeah, well, we can have you back on. that.
And but I knew in my heart very quickly, but I just drug it out because I felt bad. I felt guilty. I didn't want to be that girl that just got married, had this big wedding, and then got divorced. I was embarrassed.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
of those things, but
And now you're
none
in,
of it matters.
And now you're in a happy, committed relationship.
I am.
Okay. And it feels different.
It feels like a 180.
I love it.
I love it too. Also, that is like a message for everybody. If you're in a situation that doesn't feel good, get out. 'Cause
Yeah.
life goes on and you will find another person.
Absolutely.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of people out there. And I actually have a theory.
Yes.
If you're going to therapy and you're spending money talking about someone else, you are wasting money. All you have to do is not be with that person. Because if all your focus is on another person and making that work, you're not going to therapy for you.
As soon as I finally had the courage to say, I'm done, I saw stop going to therapy.
Yeah.
Because I was only there for her to help convince me that I was right.
Well, right.
Who's going to pay you back for all that money and
Well,
time?
really, though, you have to know you're going to therapy. If you're talking about somebody else, you've got to find the message within you that where this is coming from. And you have to be able to self-reflect to take responsibility for yourself in that moment. You can talk about somebody else, but you also have to be like, and what am I doing?
Oh,
to
yeah.
contribute to this?
Codependent
Yeah.
No More. Great book, ladies.
Yep.
Read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
We
that's,
will.
that's how you do it, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in and playing the game with us and
Yeah.
talking with us
Thank
about all
you.
the things.
Thanks for having me.
And remind everyone where they can find you.
At Cerina Vincent.
On all the things.
Cerina on all of the things.
And everywhere. And the Stuck in the Middle
Christmas movie, if you love Christmas as much as we do, on Friday, December 8th.
Great. On the Disney
And
Channel.
your book is coming out again, right?
They're doing a reprint of How to Eat Like a Hot Chick.
Yes.
The anti-diet book. Eat What You Love, Love How You Feel. So that I
All
wrote with
the
Jordan
stuffing for
All
Thanksgiving.
the stuffing.
Yes.
Eat the cupcakes and the pumpkin pie and don't
Do
feel
it.
bad about it.
Don't feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And don't feel bad about tuning in next week for our guest, David Wygant. And don't forget to follow us on all the socials at Complicated Show. Jen, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Jennifer Golden on all of the social media platforms that exist in the world.
And you can find me at Lauren Leonelli on all of the social medias as well. Okay, guys.
Oh, wait. Hi, Lisa Bazina.
Oh,
She's watching.
Lisa
and Kristen
and
Miller.
Krista Miller.
Sorry.
Hi,
We have common
guys.
friends.
Oh, my God. Thanks for watching. Okay, guys. And we will be here next week.
Love you long time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.